So the next question is from Geeta. Dear Sat Shree and Satyamai, I have a question around dreaming during the night. Especially since I participated in the 9-day retreat, I have had a lot of dreams, mainly nightmares, during my sleep, which is remarkable for me, as I almost never have dreams from what I can remember. I noticed that the nightmares are very realistic, based on my life, and they seem to touch deep-rooted fears. I was wondering if you could explain something about the meaning of dreams in spiritual growth, and if I can see this as a way of processing. These are not topics that arise during my meditations. Much love, Geeta.
All right, Geeta, well, excellent. Great sign. It's a good sign. What you're doing is your subconscious is now processing automatically the unmet parts or incomplete parts of your life experiences. So it is working right now on the content of this life, but it can also bring in elements from previous lives, remnants that you brought with you this life. And therefore, this inner middle kingdom that you're in when you're sleeping is now becoming a form of samadhi. In a way, sleep is a samadhi, but we're too asleep to recognize. So the quality that converts sleep into samadhi is a frequency of consciousness. So when we begin to tap into a vibrational density and frequency of consciousness, like the 9-day will do, then what is sleeping is more awake. It's more able to be with what's arising. And this is a great avenue by which there is transformation. Now, Carl Jung speaks much about dreams, but it was mostly about gathering it back into the mental to use bits and pieces of it. But much of this is meaningless ruminations and repetitions that have no immediate relevance. So really, the best thing to do is just to be in that process. Because what's happening is this new consecrated consciousness is now working and making space for itself in the midst of the subconscious domains of you. The stories, the unmet experiences, the doubts, the shames, the blames, the traumas, all of these are now just being processed. So this actually doesn't end. The more awake you are, the more you're meeting these nightmares or dreams. I assure you that they will get lighter and more vibrant, and they will become more real if that should be the path. The middle kingdom should be a path you travel. But the nature to do for you is to trust that this is part of the process that was set in motion when you joined this work, and that your commitment for the 9-day is now accelerating it. This transformational force that comes through, this thought force, works from the inside out, not the outside in. It comes up through the very foundational structures of your physical embodiment and then moves through all the different layers of your physical, vital, mental, psychological, and psychic being. And it creates this unfolding, this sort of erupting of things. They also release a tremendous amount of energy in the process that can then expand further into the unmet content or bring your consciousness into a more full relationship with existence than it had before. They will happen simultaneously. So it's a churning. Transformation is a churning where the high and the low intermingling, lifting the low into a new relationship with itself. And so it continues in this constant movement. So welcome it. It's evidence for you to know that you're now in the transformational process. It's great news, good news, even no matter how horrible it seems. It is converting the horrible into the wonderful, and this is the process of doing so. All right, there you go. Hope this empowers you, Geeta, in your journey.